All right, guys, what is up? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the Crypto Live today. Big drop on Bitcoin. We pumped all the way back up to 76K. Sorry. We pumped all the way back up to 76K, guys. And then we obviously dropped. So we're going to break this down and look at the initial market and see what is happening, why we are dropping, all of that jazz. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Okay, guys, so I do want to mention something. Good morning, White. How you doing? Bullet, Cookie, Glass Hopper, just send it. All right, guys, so unfortunately, we're changing the schedule again. Honestly, life is getting in the way too much. I have too many priorities. I'm dealing with my mom finding a place. I have other priorities. I have too many things going on, and crypto is not really doing anything. So the live schedule is going to be posted on the screen right now. I've uploaded it in beastlimitless.com, and it is Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 8:30 p.m. CST Tokyo. That is it, okay? I'm giving you guys 3 lives a week for Tokyo. We went to 2 before. That is the live schedule until I figure out how to get things calmed down and I get back on track with my life, my family's life, and people around me, all right? So that is it. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8:30 p.m. CST Tokyo. Put it on your calendars. This is not going to be changing. I'm going to be putting out an email to everybody. Maybe in the future, guys, we'll do more lives, but the reality is it hasn't really been helping the channel, if anything, because crypto is flat. And if you guys know about streaming and all that, you need to be trending most times, all right? That being said, I will be updating every single person every single day in beastlimitless.com with Bitcoin and other trade setups when I see fit, all right? Mini Moog, how you doing? Olga, good evening. White, Bullet, Glasshopper, just send it. Okay, guys, so there's the schedule. This is not going to change for a very, very long time unless we actually do break out and I have all my priorities fit with my family, okay? Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8:30 p.m. CST. That is the schedule. Put it on your calendars. Be there. I'm sending an email out. Unless I'm incapacitated, whatever it's called, then I won't, right? But okay, so we've got that underway. I'll mention it again at the end of the live. I just want to make sure I'm respecting everyone's time. And now we're going to go over to Bitcoin, guys. So again, we have a chart here, and we've been kind of respecting the channel here on Bitcoin. We can see that Bitcoin dropped, but what we can also see here, guys, is that we broke out a long time ago, right? So we broke out right here. And now Bitcoin is kind of ranging at the breakout. And you can see that right here. You can see Bitcoin ranging at the breakout, guys. And that's essentially what is happening right now. Okay, so here's the breakout. Here's Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin's in a rounded bottom. Okay, now what do we know about rounded bottoms? They pay the bills and they put the girls in Versace, Chanel, Lululemon, all of that jazz. All right. Make a lot of money, okay? But we can see right here, guys, that we are breaking the downtrend. We have bullish dive right here. You know what? This might be the first day I've actually been able to talk decently loud and upbeat for all of 2026. Maybe it has to do something with doing less lives. I have no idea. Anyways, hit that like button, guys. Let's run it up, okay? But I do truly appreciate and respect everybody, guys. I'm sorry for the inconsistency on the lives. It's been driving me insane. But that is your schedule, all right? So make sure you guys are putting that in your calendar. And I'm going to send out an email today, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And that should give me a bit of a life too, because I definitely need a bit of a life. Okay. So Bitcoin, huge rounded bottom, should pump up to about 76K again, potentially 73. So we're going to go look at our liquidity gaps right here, guys. Boom. On Bitcoin. Dump to 72, then up to 72 to 73. Let's go look at that thesis right there. Pyrogenetics, how you doing, man? Nice seeing you on here. Oh, that is Flare. Okay. So Bitcoin. So we are in the buy range of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin could hit about 70,000 too. And that's pretty much what IXCO says. Moms are super important. Yes, they are. Just family's important in general. I'm realizing that as I get older. Before, I never really cared about family. I'm sorry to say, but I didn't. And now that I'm getting older, I'm realizing that family does matter. And yeah, so hit that like button, guys. This is going to be a dynamite live. Okay. I'm giving it to you guys all tonight. All. Cole, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, reading that text, man. Yeah. I hope you're hanging in there. But basically 70,003 to 70,002, exactly what IXCO is saying. Okay. Yeah, pretty much. There you go. So I would be longing. Honestly, I would probably be even longing Bitcoin right here, guys. I'll be honest with you. I think I'm going to call that trade setup. Give me a minute. Yeah, I think I'm going to call that trade setup. Right here. Maybe. I don't know. No, yeah. See, the 4-hour MACD is coming right down, which I don't like, but you already broke out. So yeah, your 18 hours coming down and it didn't really drop. Even though your 18 hours coming out down, guys, we didn't really drop. You got to keep that in mind. So I would say anywhere in this area, I would long Bitcoin. I'd put a stop loss at 69,500 and ride it, right? Because we broke out. We have a massive rounded bottom. We're about to have a cross on one of our major EMAs. And pretty much 73.5 would be your next resistance right here, around 73.3 to around 73.5. Okay. So if we look at our Fibonacci, our 6182, if we take this low from right here to right here, Cam, how you doing, man? Nice to see you on the Tokyo session. We're really ranging at the 786, 886 zone. So Yeah, I'd make my stop loss 69.5, guys, and I would long this all day. All day, all day. Because then the next move is going to be almost 80K, right? Let's run up that like button, fam. I appreciate everybody for being on the live again. If you're just joining the live, guys, we're changing the live schedule, making it very simple. This is your live schedule right here. Put it in your calendars. There are going to be no changes for the foreseeable future. We're making it super, super simple. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 8:30 CST Tokyo. No more London, no more New York. People want Tokyo, and that is really it. That is when people could go on the live. So I realize that. I will probably get someone on the channel to do New York lives in the future once we have it monetized and going and all that jazz. But right now, we'll see. IXCO ETH should hit 2,800 next pump. Yeah. So I am calling a Bitcoin long anywhere around 70,000, guys, with a stop loss at about 69,005. But yeah, ETH, I think I was expecting 3,000 or more roughly. I'll be honest, guys, the reason I dabbled in and did New York and London was because I wanted to get every time zone. But then, I don't know if you guys realize, but anytime you get less viewers than your previous session, you go live, it actually bogs everything down. It has to do all with the algorithm. So if we can maintain the viewing live schedule and the viewing numbers, we're going to boost up. And Tokyo was our top time. 8:30 was the top time, okay? So I kind of got to go with it. Maybe in the future, we add one New York live a week. And I think people will appreciate that more rather than every day. So I might go live on a specific day for New York, but I'm probably not going to go live London. We'll have to see, right? I might add a London or New York live once a week, but we're for sure doing 3 Tokyo sessions a week. I have to see how things go. I have to see how I feel. All of that, right? So Ethereum. So if we take our peak point from right here to right here, you're pretty much lining up Ethereum around $2,600 in that area. This time works best for me to join, kind of always has been. Exactly, Pirate, right? I tried to cater to multiple people, and I realized, hey, if I do one London session a week, one New York session a week, it's fine, right? As long as we do the consistent 3 Tokyo sessions, we're rocking and rolling. And then during these lives, guys, I could probably push an hour and a half to 2 hours because I'm not doing 2 lives a day. So I don't mind doing that. All right, so let's get the crew back. I'm going to send out an email tonight, and let's get everybody rocking and rolling. Ethereum is targeted for about 6 grand roughly. Nothing is really happening on ETH right now. Actually, I shouldn't say that. ETH is oversold. The whole market is oversold, overbought. So really all you need to do is break this resistance right here. And that would be about 2,700, not 26. So pretty close to 28, like what was said, right? So again, we broke out on ETH here, rounded bottom. We pump up to 23. Bob, how you doing tonight? Pangu. Again, guys, I'm not in a Pengu trade. I've made this very clear that I'm looking at a Pengu trade, but I'm not in a Pengu trade at the current present moment. Okay? Looking at a Pengu trade, not in the trade at the moment. There is no point of being in a Pengu trade at the moment because, again, we're dropping this choppy action I'm not interested in, okay? Now, even though I recommend getting into a Bitcoin long, guys, I'm not in a Bitcoin long. I'm just looking at that order block. Again, I'm not trading this at the moment. I'm looking at Bitcoin holding this area right here because it broke out. But I want everybody to know I'm not trading. I haven't traded all week, okay? I've been dealing with other things. I've been dealing with family. I've been dealing with some work stuff. I haven't really missed out on anything. I haven't traded all week, which is probably the best because when I was doing multiple lives a week, I was doing too much trading. And I was getting really greedy, I'll be honest with you guys. So haven't really traded this week. I'm okay with it. But I will say, yes, Bitcoin is dropping, right? But guys, you got to keep in mind, Bitcoin already broke out. So sure, Bitcoin could drop down to here, 70,001 to 70,002. I would say that is probably going to be the bottom. But anywhere in this area would be a good long because we already broke, right? So we already broke. We're just waiting for the range. We're really just ranging at the point of control. That's it. Ranging at the point of control, the POC, okay? So I wouldn't really be too worried about this drop on Bitcoin right now. I would be longing this in this area, which is, I will say this, today I really feel on the ball. It has been months since I felt good on the lives. Of course, I love doing the lives, guys, but today I really, really feel on the ball with trading. I feel dialed in. The less I look at the chart, the more I feel good about the chart. Okay, I'm telling you guys right now, the less you look at the chart, the more you're going to love the chart. All right, so anywhere in this area would be a long for me with Bitcoin. Pengu, I wouldn't even touch right now. We might be able to find an entry on Hyperliquid, right? Yeah, I think there's a possibility for an entry here on Hype. Hit that like button, guys. Let's run it up. Pirate Genetics, no chart paralysis. Exactly. You do the same thing over and over again. That is another reason I've stopped doing all the lives, guys, because I was going to say something that didn't make sense, but analysis paralysis, right? It's like poker. Pretty simple. You play poker, you win a game. You play again, you lose, and then you lose, and then you lose. You're never going to win a game after playing poker after you lose. Maybe you might, but for the most part, you won't. So I'm going to draw a new channel here on Hype. So pretty much here, guys, we can see that Hype is in an uptrend. It doesn't take rocket science to figure that one out. And we also have a little parallel channel right here. So I can see Hype dropping down to about $36-ish in that region. So we're going to set an alert on hype. I believe it's a Wednesday and Bitcoin is dumping, right? Or I guess it is a Thursday in Tokyo. But I'm definitely not convinced on the drop, guys. I'm not convinced. I am long, or I would go long. I'm not trading right now, but I would go long in this area. It could drop to 70,000 too, but in my opinion, that would be a good long. Anywhere around 70,000 to 71K. And hyper liquid, I'm kind of setting up alerts. Cookie already broke. So Cookie broke the uptrend here. We have some support. Support in this area. That should be the bottom. Market is pulling back. This is what we need, a pullback, right? But if it ends up breaking, it is coming all the way back down to the bottom here. There is a huge golden cross on Cookie. So Cookie's looking really good. That being said, guys, I do think Bitcoin is going to absolutely rip and explode to the top. Pavicium, how you doing, Caspa? Sure, let's take a look at Caspa. And Caspa's ripping. Caspa is definitely pumping off this rounded bottom here. We can see a golden cross. We can see Caspa's about to flip the bull market support band. I told you guys, I'm going to be bullish when we're in an uptrend. We're not in a downtrend. There's no reason to be bearish. There was a reason to be bearish for the last year almost. I'm done being bearish until we hit 82, 83K. I'm not looking for shorts. I'm only looking for longs. So the problem here is with Caspa, you are trying to break out, but you're at your conversion line. But you're very oversold. Actually, there is no problem with Caspa. Hypervid, how you doing? Again, if you guys are just joining, check beastlimitless.com for the news schedule. It is very simple. Okay. We're not doing anything crazy. We're doing 3 lives a week. We might do 1 New York and we might possibly do a London live during the week. I don't know yet. If we do, it is not going to be planned. It is going to be out of me feeling good. All right. Because I like to be feeling good when I'm doing these lives. Caspa's getting ready to rip. So personally for me, I'd be longing Bitcoin around 71K. If it drops down to 70,002 DCA, that's kind of where I'm at. Right? So Caspa, 800 SMA is resistance in this region. So for me at this point, Caspa would have to if I was going to get into this trade potentially, Caspa would have to break the 800 SMA, okay, and then pump. because Caspa's about to flip the bull market support band. Now, let me make this very clear, guys, on what Caspa's about to do. We've been below this bull market support band for quite a long time and below the 800 SMA, okay? Since really September of 2025 and even lower. Caspa's trying to break out of the shorter term downtrend. Definitely trying to. It's really tough. So what I'd probably say on Caspa is after it breaks out, Jingle Music Maker, thank you for coming on the live. Yeah, personally, I'd only be longing, right? Like, I'd be longing around this area, guys. 71K, 70,009, 71.3, like anywhere in this area, I would be longing Bitcoin, okay? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Caspa, but what I will say is Caspa is most likely going to rip to the top about probably 6 cents or a lot higher. Thank you for everybody coming onto the live stream today, guys. Hit that like button. Let's seriously run up this Tokyo live. If you're new to the channel, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I want this live trending tonight. I want to rub that algorithm. I want to massage. I want to knead that algorithm, okay? Let's make that algorithm a friend, guys, for Tokyo, because we're going to be consistently doing these Tokyo lives. So hit that like button, guys. Let's run it up. Thank you very much for joining. Pippin, right? So Pippin has dropped a lot here, but Pippin also broke out, kind of, right? So kind of, not really. Like, yeah, if you look here, it broke out. But now you have resistance, your 1 hour. It broke out. Your 4 hours going up. Pippin is looking not too bad, to be honest. But I wouldn't long this. Heck no. I'd be looking for a short around 27 or even 22 possibly. Yeah, Pippin's not looking too bad at all, guys. It's looking okay. But I would possibly be looking for a short around the resistance here. We know Pippin's going to pump back up. It is a low cap. It's a manipulation coin. We're probably going to pump back up all day, right? So I'd be setting an alert here on Pippin and play that downtrend. Wait for it to play out. It'll come back up at some point. Wait for it to play out. Wait for Pippin to play out. Yeah, Bitcoin's ready, locked and loaded, right? Rounded bottom, bouncing off the trend. Sure, it could come back down to 70,006, but you're looking at a pump all the way to 73K roughly. Golden Cross coming up here. All right, we're going down the list, guys. Flare dropped a lot. Someone asked me to look at Flare previously, so I'm looking at Flare. If you guys are wanting gold, silver, USD, JPY, or any currency pairs, let me know in the comment section below. I do have USD, JPY in the title. I have gold in the title, and I have Forex in the title. So if you're new to the channel, it isn't clickbait. I am actually looking over these assets and commodities. I just need people to tell me, okay? So make sure you guys let me know. Comment section below. So someone asked me to look at Flare, and I'm not sure how I feel about it, but what I will say, draw a little resistance right here. It looks okay. I don't like going against the MACD. I don't know. It went lower than the previous low right here. I would keep an eye on Flare. I do think there is going to be a recovery, because if you actually look at Flare right here, the RSI is in an uptrend on the 3-day. The RSI is in an uptrend. The chart is in a downtrend. This is hidden bullish divergence. If this keeps on going down, guys, your RSI keeps on going up. This is what I call money, okay? When I'm hunting crypto, Bitcoin's pumping, let's go. If you took a long, let me know in the comment section below. If you're up, you are in profit, all right? We're only looking for longs. But guys, Flare is about to print some type of money. Hidden bullish divergence on Flare on the 3-day. Now, let me give you guys an example of to where Flare can go. Why am I looking at this? Because someone asked me to, and it is on my list. So this is where Flare can potentially go to, okay? I am talking all the way up here. That is 230% profit on FLR USDT. This is absolutely money. With hidden bullish divergence on the RSI, forming lower lows on the chart, this thing is getting ready to pop. I would like everybody to set alerts on Flare, because this is what Flare is going to do. Flatten out, flatten out, flatten out, flatten out, and pump. And I'm telling you guys right now, there's a big move coming up on Flare. This needs to be on your radar. Huge move. How is look about virtual? Virtual? Is anybody in a Bitcoin long? Did you guys take that long? Are you sitting back? Are you sitting on your hands? Again, I recommend a Bitcoin long. I'm personally not trading myself, but I recommend a Bitcoin long, okay? Mitch, how you doing? I just made 250K. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's check out virtuals here. See, this is the type of energy we want, guys. Less lives, more energy for me. More lives, we're burnt out because nothing's happening, right? Yeah, so to speak, virtual is looking okay. It's in a little bit of rising uptrend here. Nothing is really happening with it, but long at 71K is a perfect area along, my personal opinion. Jumped in, waiting for it to drop a bit more before I get in the long. I don't know. Virtual is okay, but it's in the middle. It did break out, but Yeah, it did break out, but it's in the middle. There is a huge golden cross approaching on it. I guess I would draw a macro channel right here on virtuals. Okay. Boom. In the middle. Yeah, I probably wouldn't really look at it right now. Like, it could pump. Oh, yeah. Bitcoin's pumping, baby. Let's go. We are making money on Beast Limitless right now. The one coin call I make is running, right? So, and again, guys, I'm not in the trade myself, but I said long Bitcoin. Why am I not in the trade myself? I don't know. I just don't feel like trading right now. I might jump in. I'll jump in. How about this? I'll jump in when this 5 minute is oversold on the chart. Then I will jump into a Bitcoin long. I just haven't been interested in trading. I don't know. Look at gold just dropped. And same thing. Gold has been very boring too. Like, sure, we're dropping a bit, but hit that like button, guys. If you're new to the channel, let me know in the comment section below. If you've been here for a while, appreciate you for joining. We are doing Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday Tokyo live session. No other session, not London, not New York. We're going back to only Tokyo. So gold is looking all right on the lower time frame. If we could break out of this, we pump to about 5,000. 4,800 to about 5,000 is pretty good money, right? You long the breakout there. Tight stop below your fair value gap. Boom, boom, boom. That's almost a 2.48. We work it a bit higher. We're looking at a 1 to 3. Not too bad. All right, let's see where XRP is at. XRP USDT. So here's the resistance on XRP. We dropped all the way to about $1.43. Could pump to about $1.47. After that, we could pump to $1.54. A little bit of a pullback day, guys, for sure. And I'm kind of saying the same thing. XRP is eventually going to run here as well, too, because you bounced off that channel. Yeah, so I could see XRP revisiting that Tokyo and New York low and high in that consolidation area, which is about $1.52. Passed out XRP short, woke up with 539% profit. That's insane. Good job, Stouffer, dude. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming on the live. That's always nice when you pass out, you fall asleep, and you end up making a lot of profit. Cam, what about Solana? So XRP is kind of just hanging out there. Let's take a look at Solana here. So we've got the 4-hour looking good. Have that bullish cross. Huge rounded bottom. So again, Solana's pretty much doing the same thing, just ranging. Seems to be my word of the day or word of the month or word of the year. Ranging, ranging, ranging. I can see that. I've gotten pretty good support right here on Solana. So I'm looking for my next resistance to be hit, which is about $93 on Sol. So we got 93, 94. And then we are looking at 99. Let's go. Robot, how you doing? What is up? Beast killed on a far coin short at the loss of 4 RSI uptrend. Now I'm long. Good job. You guys are making money, and you're about to make money on this Bitcoin long too. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just going to go get another glass of water. I will be right back. Do not go anywhere. We're going to continue the live. All right, guys. Thank you for being patient. Just had to go get some water there. Okay, so yeah, we were looking at Sol here. Solana 93, 94. Boom. EK, how you doing? CJ, DV, nice seeing you on here. Yeah, I would say if you could break this area on Sol, there's some resistance here, but you're still in a downtrend on Solana as well, right? Solana does copy Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is ready to rip. One guy, how you doing? Bitcoin is ready to rip, guys. So boom, boom, boom. A river short. River finally hit my, look at this. River finally hit my target, guys. We were longing River here, here, here. River has been a fun one for sure. I don't know about River. River is overbought. It does have bearish dive. I don't know about it. I don't really like it too much. Some low caps, it's just tough because if you look right here, even though River is at the top of the uptrend, got a huge rounded bottom right here. Adrian Bailey, how you doing? So Bitcoin is in the accumulation zone. Yes, kind of. Yes. Like really, I could see River, right? I don't know, guys. I wouldn't be short in this market. I just wouldn't. And it's just like I said before, I wouldn't be longing the market in a downtrend. But yeah, essentially I could see River, if we're playing the macro channel, about 50 and ultimately $150 plus. We're on a massive rounded bottom on River right now. Now we are hitting resistance right here, but we kind of broke it. River's a tough one. It did hit the top of this channel, so I'm not saying a short is a bad thing. About $31, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't feel like shorting the market is a good thing. And again, if you look at my past history, guys, every time I said do not long the market, we won because we were in a downtrend. Things are a bit different right now. We're in a macro downtrend, but we are in a micro uptrend, right? And again, Bitcoin could go to 73K. So if you look right here, we broke out. We're in a nice rounded bottom. Next previous top is $73,400 US. All right. Hit that like button if you guys have not. I want us breaking all of the likes today, okay? So let me show you guys something. Obviously, we've been a bit inconsistent with the live schedule. I get it. Again, if you're just tuning in, I've had life, mother, just everything came at me. I had a flood. I had a major flood in the business I opened up. Just a lot of stuff, right? So if you guys go look here, 32 from our previous Tokyo session. And I'm going to take this very serious, by the way, because the more we trend and more we get up, guys, we get monetized. If we get monetized, things are going to go crazy for this channel, okay? We're pretty much almost breaking it right now. Let's try and hit 40 likes for tonight, okay? 40 likes for the live tonight. Because I'm going to give you my all during these Tokyo sessions. All I need you guys to do is hit that freaking like and get this live trending. And already you guys are making money if you're longing Bitcoin, okay? 73K would be my rough take profit. Let's run it up. Let's run it up. Let's look at Turbo, right? So Turbo is one that kind of runs with Bitcoin. Cam, I appreciate you. Have a great night. You're going to hold your Bitcoin long. 73.5 would be my take profit. 69,500 would be my stop loss. I'll just redraw it. What am I doing? Okay. Essentially, what I'm going to tell you guys is guess who's back? Back again. Crypto God's back. Chartinder's back. Tell a friend. We start rapping on this, making all this type of money. And if you guys don't know the Chartender, we go back old OG days. No problem, Adrian. Appreciate you. So maybe I'd be looking for a turbo long right here, guys. I'm not sure. We are completely oversold on turbo. And it looks like turbo could be bottomed about 0.09. And if turbo is bottomed, turbo is going to go up 19%. I believe we have some resistance right here. Little channel, little downtrend. But there's a lot of potential profit coming into turbo. Because if turbo hits the bottom of this channel and it runs a second time, you're looking at 46%. Yes, turbo is a meme, but it runs with Bitcoin and it runs with the market, typically. If it is a real move, it typically does. And I do like trading turbo. I do like trading turbo, guys, because it is in a nice uptrend right now, okay? You can see turbo's in an uptrend right here. If you could get a position on turbo right here, you're golden. Anywhere in this region around 0.09. If it breaks it, it is going to drop. But do I think it is going to break it? I'm not sure because that 4-hour is completely oversold. The 15 is oversold. 1 hour is overbought. Wait till that 1 hour comes down a bit, maybe, and we come down to that area. That'll be a massive profit potential win on turbo, potentially. Okay, let's check out Doge, guys. Dogecoin, right? All right, what is Dogecoin doing? So we're still in that peak downtrend on Dogecoin, but we broke here. We're ranging. Okay, so I don't want to trade Dogecoin in the middle. Doesn't interest me. I probably trade it if it came back to support. Otherwise, I wanted to break this little downtrend here. We have a little 15-minute trend on Dogecoin looking fairly good. Little downtrend here. I would wait till Dogecoin breaks out or hits back to the bottom. But Dogecoin's looking pretty decent here, too, oversold, ranging at your point of control and also ranging at your 4-hour 200 SMA. Okay, XAG, silver. I don't know. Silver just doesn't really interest me at the moment. It's in a really big... Silver hasn't really... Like, it moved, but... I will say this. Silver has pretty good bullish dive right now. Yeah, it's forming a tweezer reversal in the 18-hour, forming a tweezer reversal on the daily. Formed a tweezer reversal here on the 4 hours. So silver is not looking horrible. But you are in a downtrend on the lower time frames. You could potentially trade it here again along if you want. Stop loss below 74, I guess. So again, if you guys are just tuning in, I would long Bitcoin anywhere from this area with a stop loss at around 69,500. Long from 76, 73 stop loss. That's oh, silver. Okay, yeah. I was like, Bitcoin, what? Yeah, not looking too bad, right? What else do we got here? We looked at a lot of coins already. I think we've been looking at XDC. It dropped, obviously. All coins are definitely lagging, but XDC looks like it would be a good long right here, potentially. Not right now. 3-1. Zero, 3-1 in that area. Slack, how you doing? See, XDC wouldn't be a bad long, guys. Like, it definitely wouldn't be a bad long. What are the three indicators you have on the bottom? RSI, MACD, and the third one is stochastic RSI, RSI divergence, and MACD. Yes. Okay, what else do we got here? So XDC is looking all right. Aave, I wanted to look at Aave, see if we got a nice drop on Aave here. Remember, guys, we were longing Aave originally at 106, and it went to 126, which is pretty freaking crazy. See, Aave could be a good long because they bounced off of 113. I love long Aave. Potentially, this could pump up to 121. Yeah, it looks like all coins in the market are about to absolutely pop off. Like Aave can pump to about 140. 140 in that area. Okay, so Bitcoin's dropping a bit here. The 15 minutes overbought. 5 minutes overbought. So what I would probably do, food for thought for those of you that are longing Bitcoin, you can keep it. Or you could wait till that 15-minute is oversold. Because keep in mind, the 15-minute time frame is overbought now, which means hypothetically it could just range in this area. Again, 69,005 is my stop loss. But I could potentially see Bitcoin coming back down to about 70,004 in upwards of 71,003. I see it ranging in this order block at least until it is oversold on the 15-minute. Or possibly into New York and possibly into London session, right? Hit that like button, guys. If you're not in beastlimitless.com, join it. Come hang out with the community. All right. Smash that like button, guys, if you haven't. Okay, I did put USD JPY in my title, so I do need to go look at it before someone calls this clickbait. It is one of my favorite pairs to trade. So that is funny, guys. If you guys would have gone into USD JPY down here when we looked at it originally, you guys would have made a killing. And I mean, you could have turned $100 into 10 grand. That was such a beautiful rounded bottom on USD JPY. But we are approaching the resistance and we are approaching a short. Pirate, hope you have a great night. I'll try to make these lives longer, guys, when Bitcoin's breaking out or we getting a move. But right now we're just ranging. We'll finish up a couple of these setups here. USD JPY could run all the way to about 163. Okay. FET, USDT. So FET is forming a tweezer reversal. You are in a bit of an uptrend here. You're rejecting the conversion line at the moment. Again, I personally wouldn't short this market right now. But FET needs to get above this bull market support band, which ultimately it does need to get above that conversion line. If FET could get above that conversion line, FET will do really, really good, right? Ranging. That is the story of the market, guys. Ranging, ranging, and more ranging, okay? And if you're looking at the story of Bitcoin, bouncing in this rectangle. Okay, bouncing in this rectangle. And then either tonight into London or into New York, pumping up to roughly 73K. But yeah, FET, I'm not seeing anything. It's just hanging out of that conversion line. You just want to line it up with the conversion line. Adventures of Smokey and Bandit. How you doing? VeChain, please. Yes, we could look over VeChain. I have not looked at VeChain over a very long time. And make sure you guys look for the pullback on Hyperliquid. So if you guys look right here, we're in a downtrend on VET. We did break out though. See, this actually could be a good trade once it's oversold because there's enough room to make money off of a one-to-one. So it's oversold in the 15. It is overbought, but you're going down. Like, you're ranging, right? So pretty much VET can pump. Say you're long in this area. You got a stop loss below here. Should be fine. Yeah, that's the 1 to 3. So VET is a VET if it could range in this area here, just between 007 and 0072. It is already oversold in the 15. This could pump pretty good, which is essentially 3%, which is a 1 to 3 trade. So I would definitely be looking at VeChain, guys, for a trade. I'm actually going to post this one myself, along with the Bitcoin setup at beastlimitless.com. I'm going to get back on x.com, by the way, because I know we haven't really been active there. It's been dead for crypto, but I am going to get back on it. I am going to start posting on X as well. The last time I posted on X, guys, follow me, BeastX Bitcoin, okay? I have to get verified again, but anyways, BeastX Bitcoin is the page. Follow it. The last time I posted was January 30th or February 9th, okay? And I said soon 83K Bitcoin. No, the last time I posted was here, January 30th. I said 57 Bitcoin price. And we hit 57. So we hit the exact price that we were looking at. But make sure you follow BeastX Bitcoin, guys. I'm going to start posting here, especially because we're not going live every day. I'm going to have time to post on X. I'm going to have time to post on beastlimitless.com. All right, but VET is going to be a good trade. VeChain, okay? FET is too much in the middle. And again, Bitcoin is a good long. We're just bouncing up and down. So again, in this range, I'm just waiting for Bitcoin to be oversold in the 15, okay? Once Bitcoin is oversold in the 15, we're kosher. We look for a long. It could come down to 70,300. And I've said this multiple times. Okay. Or it could just bounce around in this area. The thing is, we already broke out, right? We're just looking for this range. We're looking for it to be oversold on the 15-minute time frame. All right. Hope you guys have a really, really good day then or night or both. The next live we are going to do is tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow at same time, 8:30. Sinster Scalper, what is up, man? Nice seeing you on the live. We are changing the schedule because of the market and due to me having family issues and priorities and things happening left and right. So just so you know, nice seeing you on the live, but we are doing Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Tokyo 8:30, no other days. Follow me on X if you want more content and follow me on beastlimitless.com, okay? And turn the notification bell for the YouTube shorts. And if you guys haven't, subscribe, all right? Sister Scalper will be back tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. 8:30 p.m. CST tomorrow. Everybody lock it in. I'm going to send an email as well to all the mighty people that is our consistent schedule moving forward. Lock it in your calendars. All right, guys. Hope you all have a wonderful night. Rewatch the live if you haven't. And I think we went over some pretty good trades. I think we went over some profitable trades, right? Like VeChain. That is a really good trade if you're looking at scalping. If you're looking at scalping, if you're looking at little to no risk, VeChain is it around this area. APG, Sister, Adventure, Smokey and Bandit, right? All you guys, Slack, 12 Supreme, one guy. I could go down the list, Pirate Genetics. Thank you guys for coming alive. We'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. CST. Take care.